Good afternoon, you with the news on headlines today. A massive earthquake has been reported in Delhi and near capital regions and also in other states like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. The tremors were also felt in Lucknow, Jharkhand as well. The strong tremors were also coming in from Nepal. Low in intensity but prolonged tremors felt for almost 5 to 7 minutes. Tremors were felt in close to 4 states of India. The tremors were also felt in Nepal. Massive tremors were felt at around 11:42 a.m. That's about 15 minutes back. And prolonged tremors that went on for about a minute or so. But massive tremors were felt this morning in Delhi, Lucknow, Kolkata and other parts of northern India. Tremors were also felt in Ranchi, Jaipur, Guwahati and other parts of Uttar Pradesh. The epicenter of the quake is still not known, and what was the intensity of... Alright, those are people reacting to the tremors that were just felt about 15 minutes ago. 7.4 magnitude of the quake, 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu, Nepal is said to be the epicenter of this quake. The tremors were felt across North India. The people there were running out of their offices who are working today. Today being a weekend of people coming out of their buildings, they're standing outside. Let's listen into some more reactions.
जैसे लग रहा था चक्कर आ रहा है. मैं चेयर और टेबल पे बैठा हुआ था. अचानक चेयर जोर से हिलने लगा. तो मेरे को लगा, मेरे को 10 सेकंड तक महसूस हुआ, 5 से 10 सेकंड तक. हमको लगा मेरा कुछ चक्कर उक्कर आ रहा है, ऐसा कुछ बात है. फिर अचानक से कोई कहा कि अर्थक्वेक आया, तो हम लोग सब नीचे भाग के आए. और जी मनी सिंघानिया.
Right, 7.4 magnitude is said to be the intensity of the quake that that was felt across North India, and the epicenter is said to be 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu. Let's listen into some more reactions that are coming in.
Came down the stairs and assembled here at the assembly point.
So how much long time did it happen?
I think it was quite a few seconds, maybe 5 or 10 seconds. We felt the tremors and then we came down.
Your name?
Amrita. I work for Tata Steel.
Let's जब ये earthquake आया अभी suddenly, तो आपको आप क्या कर रहे थे, क्या फीलिंग?
जी मैं अपने डेस्क पे काम कर रही थी. तब मुझे ऐसे लगा कि चेयर और टेबल में थोड़े ट्रेमर्स फील हुए, तो हम लोग सीधा नीचे उतर कर भाग कर आए एंड यहाँ असेंबली पॉइंट पे हम लोग असेंबल किए. और अभी सब नॉर्मल लग रहा है थोड़ा, बट वो उस समय 10-15 सेकेंड्स तक ट्रेमर्स फील हुए थे.
आपका नाम?
अमृता.
The people there sharing their experience of what happened just around 11:42 a.m. when a massive earthquake of the intensity 7.4 which was felt across North India and several states also from East India. A magnitude of the quake, it was felt in Delhi near capital regions of Noida, Ghaziabad, Faridabad, in Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Odisha, Kolkata, Jharkhand. Strong tremors were also felt in Nepal, low on intensity but prolonged tremors felt from about 1 to 2 minutes. All right, joining me from the national capital is Pankaj Upadhyay. Pankaj, did you feel the tremors there? What are the people saying and what are the government sources saying right now?
Amita, as far as Delhi is concerned, my friends in Mulchand area, in Uday Park area, in Noida, they tell me they felt the tremors for nearly 1.5 minutes. My family back home in Nainital says they felt the tremor for nearly 30 seconds. And we are getting news of the tremors felt across the country. Just few moments back, I was having a word with an CISF official who was saying that he remembers the time of Bhuj catastrophe when the similar kind of tremors were felt in the initial stages, and later on they got to know that it had resulted in such a great catastrophe. So fingers crossed, at this point of time there is no news of damage from any part, but that scared the people to a great extent. I'm in the Vijay Chowk area right now. I have few people with me. झटके महसूस हुए थे, डर लगी. कितनी देर तक झटके थे?
सर 30-40 सेकंड का झटका होगा.
30 to 40 सेकंड्स तो बहुत होता है.
बहुत तेज झटका था. हम एकदम खड़े हो गए.
अच्छा,
क्या हुआ ये?
हाँ।
तो लोगों ने भी बोला भूकंप आया. मैंने कहा, हमने कहा भूकंप आया बहुत तेज.
आपको इनिशियली कुछ समझ में आया कि ये भूकंप है, क्या है?
लगा तो एक सेकंड कुछ सेकंड के लिए भूकंप भी है वो।
अच्छा, आपको महसूस हुए? आप भी यहीं पे थे?
हाँ मैं यहीं पे था, मैं यहाँ इस पेड़ के नीचे बैठा था।
अच्छा।
तो मैं बैठा तो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि धरती हिल रही है। मैं सोचा कि वो मशीन चल रही थी कहीं उससे तो नहीं हिल रहा है। तो मैं जब किसी को फ़ोन किया तो वो कह रहे थे भूकंप आया हुआ है।
अच्छा।
तब मुझे पता लगा कि
आपको कितनी देर तक महसूस हुए? कम से कम
10 से 15 सेकंड में महसूस हुआ था।
It's Amita, minimum of 10 to 15 seconds that people are saying here, and all my friends, as I said, in nearby areas of Delhi are saying that they felt it for nearly 1.5 minutes. Quite an intensity that really is. When on Richter scale, it is above 7. That's a great degree, and people, as they say right now, they felt really scared. It was the tremor was felt for more than 30 seconds. As I said, my family back home in Nainital, that's the hilly area, felt it for more than 30 to 40 seconds. Let's just hope and pray that there is no news of any devastation from any part of the country.
Right, Pankaj, fingers crossed over there. It was quite a strong earthquake, and tremors were felt across Noida, across North India as well, and the epicenter is said to be coming in from Nepal. The intensity is also quite varying. That some say it's about 7.4 magnitude. Some reports are coming in said to be of 7.7 magnitude. That's all right. You can see the visuals there. People coming out of their homes, people coming out of their offices who are working on the weekend. Families there standing outside. In hope of safety, that nothing wrong happens over there. People coming out on the streets. A massive earthquake. I mean, it really went on for around a minute or so, and 7.4 magnitude of the quake coming in from 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu. Those are the visuals of the headlines today. Office building, there you can see the bottles and was shaking over there, and it went on for quite some time, at least 30 to 40 seconds. We were all there sitting in the office when the television screens, the computer screens started moving. People were complaining that they're feeling nauseous. People started running from the staircases there. And there you can see those visuals there of the headlines today's office. Pankaj, any reports from the government sources as of now?
Oh, not really, Amita. I mean, like, it's too early right now. We would be waiting for government reactions now. But let me also tell you, Amita, I come from hilly area. Right from childhood, we've seen, many such tremors. But they would last for maximum of 10 to 15 seconds. So that is why I can say with my experience, if you are feeling tremors for 1.5 minutes, let's just keep our fingers crossed that we do not get any news of any devastation, especially from the northern area. And scary the situation really is when you tell that the epicenter was around Kathmandu, because there are many seismic zones around that area, passing through the many hilly areas, and there, this could be a problematic issue. But let's hope and pray there is no news of devastation, because tremors being felt for 1.5 minutes and the intensity recorded on Richter scale over 7, that's pretty dangerous, Amita.
Right, they're pretty dangerous over there. 7.4 is said to be the magnitude of the earthquake that was reported in about 11:42 a.m. that went on for about 30 to 40 seconds. That's there on your television screens, the map where the earthquake was felt. The tremors were felt across North India, mostly also on the northeastern states. The epicenter is said to be of Nepal, 65 kilometers west from Kathmandu. Nepal is said to be the epicenter of the quake. Joining me on the phone line is Yuvraj, senior journalist from Nepal. Yuvraj, many thanks for speaking to us. What is the situation there in Nepal? 7.4, it's a massive earthquake.
Yeah, it is. It's massive in the sense that almost everyone in Kathmandu felt, and you see this open streets is quite overcrowded now. People are scared, of living inside the houses. But we still don't have official information about the extent of damage, its magnitude, and any loss of life. I think it will take a while for us to gather all those information.
Yuvraj, where exactly was the epicenter in Nepal?
Well, we haven't heard anything officially from here. What you said there is 65 kilometer north west, meaning it must be towards, towards China side. which may be, like Sindhupalchuk or Kabri-Palachuk district in Nepal, which is adjoining Kathmandu area actually. So, but we don't have official confirmation here yet with all these details.
Yuvraj, what are the reports that you're getting from the government? Has there any report that has come out on the quake? Any casualty reported?
No, not yet. It's too early, and today is a holiday. Today is Saturday, which is a government holiday, and I think it will take a while for the government to make a statement and also to assess the loss of life and property. Although individually we have been hearing that there are many houses which have developed cracks and some of them have fallen, but we don't have any official and authentic information about it.
All right, Yuvraj, many thanks for joining us. Please keep tracking those details, and we'll again contact you on this quake that has been reported. 7.4 earthquake intensity on the Richter scale has been reported. They're coming in from Nepal, 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu. Nepal is the epicenter. Well, the people, they're obviously very scared and very concerned. They're rushing out of their offices when they felt a massive earthquake of 7.4 intensity that hit Kathmandu, that northwest of Kathmandu in Nepal, and could be felt across North India and northeast states. Joining me from Patna is Headlines Today's Rohit Singh. Rohit, what reactions are you getting there from Patna?
Well, Amita, the people across the state have felt this earthquake that has hit Bihar also on the Richter scale 7.5, and we have got reports from across the district that people have come out of their houses and they are scared and panicked, and everyone has come out of their houses and they are not willing to go inside. At many places, people felt these tremors and they were in a state of shock. Everyone came out of their houses and they are still standing outside and they are living under fear at this point.
Right. Rohit, is there any details of any casualty or anything that is being reported? Any buildings that have been damaged in this quake?
Well, Amita, till now there has been no reports from any district of any casualty or any damage to life or property. But we are the information we have right now is that in each and every district of Bihar, tremors were felt at around 11:45, and for 30 seconds to 1 minute, many people felt the tremors. Everyone are living in fear at this point of time. Everyone came out of their houses.
Right, I will try and reconnect the line with Rohit Singh from Patna. You can see on your television screens how the people were coming out. They were rushing out of their offices. They're rushing out of their homes, coming out on the streets, very scared, very concerned, looking out there, hoping that this earthquake that lasted for almost 30 to 40 seconds, that it doesn't happen again. The aftershocks were also being felt. On the right hand side of the screen, you can see visuals from Patna over there. You can see how that lamppost is moving. It's shaking over there. The intensity of the quake is quite strong. 7.4 is said to be the magnitude of the quake that has been reported 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu. Is said to be the epicenter of the quake. There are lots of tweets that are also being pouring in. Let me just read out some of the tweets that people have been tweeting just after. All right, my director tells me that the aftershock still can be felt. Yes, I can still feel there's aftershock coming in the studio as well. The lights over here are actually shaking over here, but 11:42 was said to be the time when the earthquake was reported. 7.4 is said to be the intensity. There you can see visuals on your screen, people moving out of their office. Yes, we can also feel the aftershocks of that 7.4 tremor. That I can still feel it. It's still happening right now. 7.4 magnitude of the quake, 65 kilometers northwest from Kathmandu, and Nepal is said to be the epicenter of the quake. Right now, no casualty or damage of building it's reported. It's too early to say as of now. Even nothing from the government of India has any report that has come out, keeping fingers crossed that there is no such a major damage that has occurred. All right, there are people tweeting there on Twitter over there. Then they felt this earthquake. Earthquake just felt all over India and many parts of North. Hope everyone is saying. Rohit Bhatt from Delhi over there. Ejaz Lone saying it was shaking when we went down from the third floor. And a major earthquake was felt at around 11:40 this morning. That was a major earthquake that was felt around 11:42. The aftershocks are still happening. I can still feel them. The lights over here in the studio is still shaking. We're getting reports that there are aftershocks that's still going on right now. 7.4 was said to be the intensity of the earthquake that happened around 11:42 a.m. This morning. And the tremors were quite strong that went on for more than 30 to 40 seconds. People there rushing out of their buildings, coming out of their homes, very scared. They don't know what's happening there because the tremors went on for like a good 30 to 40 seconds. Joining me on the phone line is Headlines Today's Gaurav Sawant. Gaurav, did you feel the earthquake?
Well, the tremors were felt here in Delhi and in Noida. In fact, for almost a minute plus, the locality where we stay, several people rushed out of their homes into an open area. In fact, it's only now that people have started going back to their homes and reading up. In fact, the moment the tremors came, if you see people started talking to each other immediately. This was on social media, and people actually were advising, and that is where education plays a very important role. People were advising others to come out of their homes, come out into an open area, and especially those who live in multi-storied buildings, they immediately rushed out. Even in our locality, several people came out with what is most precious to them, holding whatever is most precious to them. They came out of homes, stayed out for quite some time. Now they've started going back, watching on TV that the epicenter was at Nepal and 7.5 on the Richter scale.
Right, and the aftershocks are still going on. Gaurav, hope that you keep safe. Are you getting any reports from the government sources?
Not just as yet. In terms of damage assessment, is more towards the eastern part of the country, in Bihar, in parts of northeast, in of course also Nepal, which is the epicenter of this earthquake. Reports are just about filtering in, but what one of the Met officers was telling, was quoted as saying, was that this is one of the longer tremors, the longer earthquakes that was felt in quite some time. Damage assessment is a process which will only start now, and it is feared, unfortunately, it is feared to be high in several parts of eastern India, and also in Nepal, the epicenter at this stage.
Right, very strong tremors were felt here as well in the office, Gaurav. We were on the second floor when it all started shaking around 11:42 a.m. and it went on for good 30 to 40 seconds. Are we getting any reports that the Delhi Metro has also been stopped commuting, has stopped working as of now?
Those bits of information will still have to be cross-checked, but that is the standard operating procedure. The moment tremors start, the moment they cross a certain scale, metro comes to a standstill.
Right, Gaurav, stay on with us. Sorry to interrupt you over there. I'm getting GS Roomwal, seismologist, joining me on the phone line. Many thanks for speaking with Headlines today, sir. Can you tell me how dangerous was this earthquake of 7.4 that's been reported on the Richter scale?
Well, 7.4 is a very, very strong earthquake, and this will result in a big damage, particularly in those houses which are not constructed with all the earthquake-proof designs and all. So it's a serious earthquake, and unfortunately, it will create a lot of damage. But as far as India is concerned, this earthquake will also affect part of northern India, particularly Bihar region, and there, because it is all alluvium, and so the effect of earthquake vibrations is big there, and so but could expect some problem there in these areas, a little bit of damages of so-called temporary houses or hutments, etc., and northern parts of other India. In Delhi...
All right, sir, we are getting visuals there coming in from Nepal. Yes, there's damage being reported over there. Buildings have caused a lot of damage has happened to the buildings over there. You can see those roofs being have come down, and we're just hoping that no casualty is reported from Nepal over there. Sir, can you tell us how seismologically sensitive is, which part of India is most seismologically sensitive, prone to earthquakes?
Total Delhi and NCR area, particularly, I'm sitting in Gurgaon right now, on second floor. I could feel at 11:42 or so, quite a sort of strong shaking of the rooms and electrical hangings, etc., etc. So I can understand in the eastern part of Delhi, such as Trans-Jamuna area, there would have been bigger influence of this because it's an alluvium soil, alluvium system. They do not have so much. But as such, Delhi is located in a situation where it's a sort of fulcrum stage that if there is a larger earthquakes in the Himalaya, Delhi will get big effect on it.
What about Nepal, sir? We're getting reports that the epicenter came in from Nepal, 7.4 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, it is a very strong earthquake, as I said. And what is one should be careful is there would be a couple of aftershocks. It could continue for today or maybe 1 or 2 days more. But there would be also equally strong, at least 4.5 or 5 Richter scale aftershock. So one should not get afraid of those. Those are expected.
The aftershocks, sir, can still be felt. It's happening as we talk.
Yes, it will always be there for some time.
Sir, can you tell us more about the do and don'ts? What does a person do when earthquake happens?
Well, normally, as soon as there is a sort of shaking of things, just get out of the house. Or if you cannot get out of the house, then sit under the table. And these are the precautions that you take, because generally injuries to the head is very bad. But best is to get out of the house as early as possible, and that's a simple thing, but everybody can adopt. So if people run out of the house because of earthquake tremors, then there's nothing surprising, and we should not bother about it, because it's the best thing that one can do.
Right, Mr. G.S. Rumwal, seismologist, many thanks for speaking with Headlines today, sir. All right, that was G.S. Rumwal.